is, running it down on these niggas.
Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we get it, my nigga. Still be painting them pictures, my nigga. Ripping that raw and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never gon' hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
How the traps right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen another nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back.
It's your boy Bullets Gotti. I'm gonna make this real interesting and real sweet for everybody. So, Zip with the drip. I see you upset, homie. I see you mad. You know what I'm saying? You and your I don't know what he is to you. Your lover, Taxstone, your buddy, your bosom buddy, whatever he is to you. Two dusty, derelict bozos. Is really offended by my Sub-Zero interview. So let me explain something. Let me just say this right here on this platform. So I did an interview with Sub. Shout out to my brother Sub-Zero. We did a legendary interview. And Zip with the Drip was upset because of what Sub said when he spoke about Al Poe, right? And he spoke about him running down on Jim and him, you know, almost running down on Mano. And we just been going viral. So, Zip with the Drip, this dude always say, yo, I'm the voice of the streets. I'm the voice of the streets. How are you the voice of the streets when everybody want to take your head off in the streets? I get hit ups, and I've had conversations with dudes on Clubhouse, and they really want to hurt you. Like, we talking about real street thorough dudes. They want to hurt you, Zip. Like, they don't really like you. So I don't know who in the streets really like you, because the dudes that's the official men, the dudes that's the real live gangsters, they ain't feeling you, son. They ain't feeling you. They think you a whole bozo like Tax, bro. And you got to realize something. Dudes like Taxstone, dudes like Zip with the Drip, these are dudes that are bums, right? These are dudes that went to jail for, like, petty any crimes. If you look at Tax criminal history, if you just type in Daryl Campbell or you type in Zip and you really look at their criminal histories, they went to jail for BS crimes. Like, Zip went to jail. He talk about a murder. He can't even produce the documents. Like I told Zip, I said, Zip, man, produce the documentations that you committed an attempted murder. Because like I said, my cousin, who also was a juvenile the same time you was a juvenile, he caught an attempt murder around the same time that you know, a little bit before you. His was 95, and that was with Queen Latifah's bodyguard and boyfriend at the time. And he came home, R.I.P. to him, and everybody know Crusher Stone up top. Everybody know him. Everybody know Rocky. And he was 16, 15 going on 16. And they charged him as an adult. So when you say you can't find your records, that's because you told, nigga. That's why we can't find your records. We can't find you. We can only find that appeal, and we can only find that case that you caught in 2002, or what was it, 2004? Yeah, 2004, 2002 was. I think it was 2004, yeah. The case that you caught in 2004. We can only find that case that you caught in 2004, you know? And in that case, like I said, you robbed civilians. You didn't do 20 years. You did 16, 17 years. You did 17 years in there. You didn't do 20 years. You lying to the people say, yo, I did 20 years. You didn't do a 20-year stint. You did almost 16 years in there. Okay? You didn't do 20 years. But you lying to people saying you did 20 years. You didn't do 20. Right? You came home. You wanted to do the rapping. The rapping ain't work out for you. Hassan told you get the YouTube. You wanted to be Taxstone 2.0. But you and Tax got the same type of history. The same type of, how you say, just criminal history. Like, y'all both is bum dudes, man. Y'all both bum dudes. You You know what I'm saying? He went to jail. This is the biggest crime he ever caught, was being a scared man and being an accident murderer. He was scared for his life. Because when Av and them came in there and they did what it did, he did what a coward would do. He picked up the pistol, right? He ain't handle his business on no real street type of, no type of street type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Dude talk about, yo, I started my own blood set. Come on, bro, nigga. Fraudulent nigga, man. Fraudulent nigga. And it's niggas on the internet that will believe that he's really that dude in the streets. Like, he's really official. There's nothing official about Taxstone. How a dude is official and the first thing he do, he snitches on Troy Ave and them, right? Snitches on them, right? This is Zip with the drip mans. He his butt buddy, right? This is a dude that was in fury. Every time dudes met this dude, he was scared for his life. Hiding, you know, running 15 to 20 deep. He don't know if somebody going to knock his head off. But the sad part is that nobody believes Tax. You know what I'm saying? He exaggerates. He's like you. Y'all got a personality disorder. Like, y'all just say anything out your mouth, and none of what y'all niggas say is real. Y'all say a lot of you know, homosexual epithets, because I think both of y'all dudes is gay. I'm gonna just keep it real. Both of y'all got kicked out the blood whip and became Muslims. Y'all got similar type of stories. He got beat up in jail. You got beat up in jail. You know what I'm saying? You was scared of the official dudes. He's a scared of official dudes. Dude was on his podcast dissing real dudes. You know what I'm saying? You on your podcast dissing real certified gangsters. You see how it goes? Because you gotta understand, a coward is a coward. Zip is a coward. Tax was a coward. Tax talk about, yo, I'm not no snitch. Nigga, you was a snitch. You told your lawyer everything that happened, and then you try to put everything on Troy Ave. You try to say they was the aggressor. You stitching and saying they was beating up on artists. They was shooting and beating up artists. All that's what you said, right? And a lot of y'all dudes, and one thing, when you look at a lot of these dudes, look at these dudes' stories. Look at Zip, right? Zip and him got the same type of stories. Attempted robbery, attempted criminal possession, and a third, E-class, D-class felonies, right? Both of them got E and D-class felonies. These niggas talk like they super killers, super thugs. Nigga living in his grandmama crib. Mama was a crackhead. Pops was a fiend, a dope fiend. Let's keep it real. You met your pops in jail. It's embarrassing, nigga. When you don't even know who your daddy is. Your mom's was fiend out prostituting, and your daddy was locked up being a fiend, and then cleaned up and turned Muslim. Come on, bro. Let's keep it real, man. Let's keep it all the way real, right? And these are the dudes that they talk about. Niggas got bum-ass robberies. You know what I'm saying? Zip case was a robbery. Both of his cases. He tells niggas, oh, I had a murder. How you had a murder, nigga? What murder you had? When you look him up, there's no murder there.
Can I get you some water?
So he's a liar. Who you told on that homicide? Who you and your brother told on? Because I asked you, Zip, just give niggas the paperwork. Because you say you a murder. You say you murdered something. We want to know if you really murdered something. Because I don't believe you, homie. I don't believe you. You need more people. I don't believe you. I think you and nigga Tax is just a bunch of clowns. You thought your podcast was going to pop, and it didn't. It didn't go nowhere. It didn't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go nowhere. Everything that you thought was going, you thought you had a little Taxstone, you thought that Taxstone thing was going to take you out of here, and it didn't. It didn't. You interviewing Blue Boy after Blue Boy pressed you and made you get down and sold his drugs. You ain't no gangster, my guy. You ain't no gangster, my guy. Ain't no certified stamp street dudes is trying to have conversations. You an industry dude, like Tax. You dudes are fake street niggas. I always ask you dudes, right? Tax and if y'all was really about all that, Tax, why you ran, nigga? Why you let a nigga take beat you, butt you with the gun buddied you, pistol whipped you, right? With the hammer, right? Took it out your hands, right? You was a scared nigga. Your man Casanova ain't do nothing. Your man Casanova screaming about, yo, why y'all ain't help Tax? Telling Uncle Murder and them, why you ain't help Tax? Why you ain't help? Uncle Murder and I even saying nothing, walking away, my nigga. You get gun butted on camera, nigga. Done dirty. You thought the industry niggas was gonna protect you in that room and they didn't. You a fake street dude, Tax. You crying about this, you crying about that, nigga. Do your time, nigga. And do what you supposed to do, my nigga. Don't drop the soap and handle your scandal. Stop on there crying about niggas doing you dirty. You was a sucker. You was a sucker when you was on the street, and you was a sucker now. Dudes need to know the real. You ain't no real street dudes, cause a official OG that you try to put smut on Twitter Spaces. I had a conversation with him, and he told me, he said, yo, when Taxstone was in D.C., I sent some solid men down there to protect him. So that's how you know, yo, you talk that reckless talk, but dudes had to send them goonies to protect you, right? Dudes almost hurt you. You know what I mean? They almost hurt you a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Because you not a street, you not an official dude. Just look at you, dog. You got shot in your face. You talk greasy about everybody. You dissing Pac, who's a legend. You dissing Cam. Like you saying all this shock value stuff. And then when dudes run down on you, you dry snitching. You dry snitched on Flex. You dry snitched on Mace. You dry snitched on everybody. Just listed Nori. All you did since you been on the podcast is dry snitch. You was a sucker. You was a sucker. Ain't nothing real about you. You ratted. You ratted on the paperwork. You ain't Casanova's rats. You shouldn't be surprised that Malcolm Kenyon told on you. You shouldn't be surprised that Star Bermudez told on you. Tax? Because birds of a feather flock together. You was a rat. And you try to pose as you was a certified stamp street dude. Which you not. Because certified street dudes don't get pistols taken from them. You got your pistol taken from you. Got gun butted and all that. You was scared. You was an accident murderer. You're not a real murderer. You was an accident murderer. You was scared for your life. You didn't want to shoot the fade. You was scared. You could talk all that live wire gorilla things you talking to Poetic Flacco, but real niggas know, man. You was hiding, bro. You wasn't trying to let real niggas get next to you. You was hiding. You was hiding. You was hiding, bro. You ain't want to get hurt. Let's look at your mans, Vodka Wrong. Got shot outside his business. Look at your man's Casanova. He got pop. He got how many times dudes almost shot him? So y'all dudes ain't really, you ain't really about that, dog. You was a victim. You pulled out the hammer because you was scared to take that fade. You ain't want to get that hands and feet put on you. You was a shook one, homie. You was a D-rider. You talk greasy and spicy. Then when you get next to your favorite rappers, you D-riding them. You know what I'm saying? You D-riding them. And we know what it is. You know? Now back to you, Zip. You thought telling Blanco and Coach, you know, your man Germ was going to put you in position. And ain't nothing moving and shaking for you, partner. The podcast ain't going nowhere, partner. You ain't moving and shaking out in these streets, man. Sad to say, bro. I really thought you was gonna be, you talk all this loud while you're high-powered, hypergamy shit, but you ain't doing nothing with it. High-powered. I'm the littest nigga in New York. I tell niggas, I'm the streets. These niggas is industry. He talking about the industry niggas. He deriding industry niggas. Bullet Scotty don't have to do that. Beloved, you deleted all your live streams because you know, nigga, you got finished. You done out here. You're done. It's done for you, Zip. It's finished for you. All them shout outs on the records is over. You's a fraud. It's nothing real. You can't even go back to Queens. You said all that about Fly Tie. You said all that about Tata, but you can't go back to Queens. Tata, God bless the dead, could go back to Queens. Ain't nobody never said none of what you said. Ty, Fly Ty could go back to Queens, nigga. You can't. You living in Brooklyn, hiding, talking all this, talking all that, and you ain't doing nothing. You's a shook one too. You's another coward. Champ ran down on you, pressed you on camera. Then you call your mans, well, yo. Listen, man, you got pressed. Stop it. The man ran down on you on camera. You got pressed. All that trying to talk this, talk that, you got pressed on camera. Beloved, you got pressed. You don't got motion like that. See, a lot of people gotta understand, my nigga. It's the corny niggas. Like, let's look at this dude, right? Zip is a bum. You can just look at him. He don't get fly. He don't get no chicks. Dude smoke K2. Come on, man. You smoke K2 in jail. You sniff dope. You smoke crack. Like, dog, you a fiend, homie. You a whole fiend. You don't get paper like that. You a little short, 4'5", like 4'9" dude. Dude saw pictures of you. You a little short dude. Dude's a punch all over you, dog. Like, you not that. You not that, my dude. I don't care about what jail dudes, because you got to realize something, man. You got jail dudes that went to jail and they stayed on the street. Then you got jail dudes like Zip, get high, do BS robberies, and can't stay on the street. Because they jokes. Zip is a joke. Everything he say out of his mouth ain't nothing official. Ain't nothing real. Let's keep it real, man. He's sucking gully dick. He's sucking the other dude, telling Blanco, he thought them dudes was gonna help him, get him popping. You know, the podcast ain't went nowhere because don't nobody want to see you, Zip. You're not entertaining. You just a dude that got little light, little quick bloods, but it don't register to everybody. You one-dimensional, homie. Your interviews suck. Your music suck. Niggas still rapping like it's 99. Everything about this dude, it just breeds failure, loser, bozo. Nigga talking about, nigga talking this and that. Nobody want to listen to your raps, dog. You not entertained. You not that dude. And you running around co-signing rats. First you co-signed Corey King. Now you co-signing the rat dude. Taxstone. Tax ratted. He had his lawyer wrote a letter to the judge to say that Troy Ave was the aggressor and he feared for his life. And you thought dudes was gonna get that paperwork? We got it. I been had it. See, you think you can manipulate the people. We not about manipulation over here. You's a whole liar. Like I asked you, Zip, show us the documentation. Don't come with that lying about, oh, I was a juvenile. Nigga, juveniles, when you do murders or attempt murders, you don't get charged as no juvenile. You get charged as an adult. So miss me with that. You acting like niggas ain't never heard of Willie Bostic, the Timmons twins, the Bolden brothers. Like they didn't help out the laws in New York City when it comes to juveniles. And why juveniles had to go straight to Rikers Island and not juvenile when they turned 16. See, you could lie to the general masses, to the public that don't know no better, because them people that watch you, they ain't street dudes. Ain't no certified street dude stamping you. Zip, you can't go back to your hood. How they stamping you? How they stamping you? How they stamping you? You said all that about Tata, but you know Tata got people, real ones that still love him, that's still on the street. You can't go back out there. Because you know it's going to be an issue if they catch you, homie. So you hiding in that house in Brooklyn. You ain't never seen Zip go out unless he's with 15 to 20 niggas. And then when he with 30 to 20 niggas, they running down on him. Champ, Dolo, one deep, ran down on you, impressed you. You ain't do nothing, beloved. You was shook. But you listen to these dudes and they tell you this, they real dudes. They official. Ain't nothing official about Zip. Ain't nothing official about Taxstone. Nigga, you said all that. You grabbed a nigga by his behind and on some gay, like you just a gay dude. Like you need to just come out the closet, homo thug, right there. You talking about, yo, I grabbing dudes by they private and they behind, and that's how I got shot in my face. Like, come on, bro. Tax is a blade, you a blade. Both of y'all niggas is blades. You could tell, and you a fiend. Tax is a weirdo, but that's what happens when you got mentally disturbed individuals that think they is official, and they start believing their own delusions of grandeur, because that's what they suffer from, delusions of grandeur, you know, and they start believing that, you know, because both of these dudes, Sherm kicked Zip out the whip. Tax got kicked out the whip. Both of these niggas was Jack and Muslim up north. Tax went to jail after he came home from the robbery and attempt possession of a weapon and a robbery case. He went to jail for busting a female in the head, and his mans went to jail for bribing a witness. Ain't nothing official about you. You was a sucker. Tax? We don't respect dudes like that. He beat women. This other dude, he get high. We don't respect y'all dudes. Y'all weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Suckers. And we been told y'all was suckers. Tax, you need to just look at it like this, nigga. It's over. It's over. You're never coming home. You never hitting the streets. It's finished. Your podcast career is over. You whining and crying about this and that. Nigga, you went out bad. You thought you was going to come home. All the telling you did still ain't help you. You going on podcast, dry snitching on this one, dry snitching on that one, snitching on Flex, snitching on Nori, snitching on everybody, snitching on Av, and it still ain't help you. You try to use evidence in your case with me and Trife talking to try to win your case, and that still ain't help you. Because, dog, you was a clown. You been a sucker. You a derelict. Zip, you been a clown. You a derelict. You ain't a real dude. You hiding. You in fear for your life. You ain't trying to leave New York. You ain't trying to go nowhere. Tell them Blanco and Germ, they ain't moving around with you no more. You ain't around Chef and Sleepy Hollow. You was jacking them dudes off. What happened? You ain't around them dudes no more? Huh? It's Clip? That's what I thought. I know it's Clip. I try to tell these dudes, man, stop believing these fake gangsters, man. These dudes is fake gangsters. You know, they talk a good one, but they ain't about it. Not about it. No, sir. No, sir. You a sucker, Zip. Tax, you a sucker. And I hope they give you this video. You a sucker. You crying. You got dudes smacking up Joe Buttons. Joe Buttons is a bitch. We all know he a bitch. What we expect? He ain't gonna do nothing. Try that with the real dudes out here that's talking about you. You ain't gonna do that. Cause you's a sucker. And Zip, you hide it. Champ press you. You ain't do nothing. He told you stop talking about math. You did exactly what he told you. And then after that, you went and dick ride math and put out the video on Champ. You was a sucker. Beloved. And that's what I always say, man. These dudes is suckers.